Hi, this is Rich. Welcome to my blog. And hey, I want to talk to you about my creepy philosophy on self-disclosure. Yeah, uh, it just like came on me this morning while I was watching something creepy.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And okay, it's philosophy because it has to do with where are we? What is this place? Is this a simulated reality? Are we in a matrix? Is this the real world? Is this physical world? What's all this about? How do we get here? Who are we? Are we really super powerful beings and we're on a prison planet? Or are we just like dumb fucking humans? And like, this is how it is, man. Just, you know, and we got to evolve, Earth School, all that stuff, all this philosophy stuff. So um, I had a thought about how. About soft disclosure being that thing where the bad guys tell us what's really going on, but they tell us in movies and stories and songs and all that stuff. They have to tell us. It's a theory, it's a philosophy, philosophical perspective. They have to tell us what they're doing or they can't do it. Universal law or some bullshit, right? Oh, okay. So yeah, they're telling us everything in all these fucking movies coming out. And I go, yeah, okay. And that's bad enough, but it's not like the creepy that I was thinking about this morning. I was going, oh, I was watching a little bit of this new TV series that Netflix always putting out some new shit, right? And it's always, they're programming people or getting our mindset going and stuff. And this was about some weird smell in the town is driving people out of town. So the kids going to go off to camp or for a few days, while the teenagers, the high school kids, they're going to go off to camp for a few days until the town can clean up this creepy smell. They don't know where it's coming from. And we don't know what it smells like. You know, it's like my TV doesn't have one of those smell things on it yet.
That's gonna be some next level stuff.
Next level shit, man. I'm waiting. I'm going to get one though. Anyway, so the kids go out of town. Big stormy night, right? Go figure. Uh-oh. Kids fall asleep in the middle of the night because it's kind of a trip to get out to the place. They're going to stay about a week. Well, they fall asleep on the bus in the middle of the night. It's like 4 or 5 buses full of high school kids. They turn around. It's a little small town in nowhere fucking America, right? So they come back into town in the middle of the night. It's rain just finished raining and stuff. Long story short, they're back in their little town and nobody else is there. The town is empty. Big mystery. Kids have been dropped off. Okay. And when they look around, like, where's everybody? And they try to drive out of town this way, there's the woods, the forest have grown over the road. I mean, there's big giant trees where the road used to go through it's like that doesn't make sense. And you go the other direction, same thing, you know. They try to hike out of the woods, nothing. They can't get out. So they're isolated. And it made me think of other movies and TV series that are very similar. How the children have been abducted and dropped into this, you know, are they in their own town or is this an exact copy or some kind of a alternate reality? Even the kids in the movie, they don't know. They're discussing this. What happened? What is this? You know, it doesn't make sense. And then it made me think of this really popular story a long time ago on TV called Lost, like over 100 episodes of this thing. And these people, they crash on this weird island and now they're lost and it's like creepy island. And is even, then there's this movie, TV series back in the 60s called The Prisoner. And this guy was a prisoner in a city, kind of an island or something. And once again, and then there's these other stories about people being taken and all this. I'm thinking, oh, here's a creepy philosophy. What if they're trying to tell us something? What if they're trying to tell us that this isn't Earth? This is a simulation. And we've talked about this in other contexts, but yeah. So I'm not saying the Earth is flat because I don't know what the size and shape of this place is. But what if this was one of those places where the humans have gotten abducted, captured, imprisoned, put here on this flat fucking thing with the dome over it, and we're all running around thinking this is Earth and this is the thing, and all we've been is abducted and made to forget what's really going on. And you know, there could be a real, and this is the creepy part, there could be a real Earth somewhere, but we're just not on it. I thought, well, at the time, I thought that was pretty creepy, as the philosophy goes.
Well, I wouldn't call it creepy, but you know, it's your style for this whole thing. But yeah, like it totally makes sense. Like it's a possibility because like let's say when I get out of body and I do my explorations and talk with different beings, there are lots of stories like that where they capture beings, they freeze them, they drive them off to an airplane, and it's all like you know super small and like they have holographic shields and different things. So we walk around thinking that oh like this is just a planet or it's this, but it's never ending and you know it's like they sure can trap us.
Yeah, well, and you think, well, why would they do that? Easy answer. Google or get on YouTube, search ant farm. Just search ant fucking farm and look how many people have gotten these little bitty creatures under glass, and why would they fucking do that? How fascinating. Look at what my fucking ants are doing. My ants are trying to escape. Why are you doing this? Something to do. It's kind of fun. Just saying. Bigger beings. Let's capture some really brilliant fucking humans, powerful, able beings. Make them forget everything about who and what they really are, how they can create universes. Mind fuck them into thinking they're this like little fucking ants under a dome or some shit, and get them believing that those who are doing this to them is God. That will help. I don't know. Is this worth even loading up?
Yeah,
guys,
totally. I mean,
really?
like, your perspective is great. People need to know about it and hear about it and just like at least think of this possibility. You're not saying that this is right now what it is and this is happening. It's a possibility, it's a philosophy, and it totally makes sense. You know, like
Yeah.
humanity is like the ant farm, except it's like more intelligent from our own eyes. You know, like we compare
Yeah.
ourselves to ants, we're like, hey, we are the best ones. Of course, you're comparing yourself to someone like that small, but someone who's really way bigger than us are seeing us like ants as well. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
the remote viewing we were doing, getting out of body, like talking with all kinds of beings, I get very similar story. Like they think that we're nothing. Like, we're powerful, but we've agreed to be dumbed down. We have agreed to all these things to be so fucked up and limited and all. And
Yeah.
that's on us, you know. And they are the powerful ones who get to mess with us and mess with our thoughts and different things. So it totally makes sense.
Yeah, and it's all relative, you know, about powerful and not powerful. Because if you close your eyes and you can imagine, you know, a world, and you can see things and people, and I've had people write to me all the time, because I used to talk about this a lot. Oh yeah, I have a second life. You know, it's an imaginary world, but you know, I go there every night, and you know, I have to be careful not to get lost in it. Sometimes I don't want to come back to here. You know, we're creator beings like that. Our imagination, our visualizations are that touchy feely. And then what is reality? It's just like what you agree is real. That's about it. And so it's all this stuff together makes for a fine little video, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean that's good. So I'd like to mention about like our experiences and stuff, and people who write to us. I've had one person who writing to me that his loved one passed away, like relatives passed away about like 7 or 8 years ago, and he's like having out of body experiences, and lately he's been having like in contact with them, and those relatives who passed away here on Earth are living in other universes. They never saw the white light. They never encountered any beings. They just like woke up in another place, in another dreamscape. That was their reality. And they wake up and now they're like living a whole different life. They have different bodies, different things. And as the guy gets out of body and meets them accidentally, but it encounters them and like, hey, you're the one. Like the looks are different, but the feeling of the soul, it's the same thing. So they get in touch, and now he's like learning from them what they've been through, what the technologies they have, and all the stuff. So he's writing them down, and he's constructing things that he heard about it from those little like worlds, and it's working. So it totally makes
Wow.
sense. It's like some say that the relatives we see when like in our movies or when we pass away is basically just the data or a hologram or just something your creation, but for me, that guy who was getting out of body, he never created it. He never thought of it. He never heard of it. So he meets his dead relative in an out of body experience. He learns something new, gets back information, and starts doing it here. Just like
Yeah.
let's say Nikola Tesla did, because Nikola Tesla was able to do the astral projection and meet with other beings and just find the information and get back here, write it down, and start using it. You know?
Yeah. 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 The whole thing about going out of body or and meeting relatives, it can go both ways easily.
Yeah.
You could see something that looks like a relative but isn't, or you can find the real relative, and like, who cares? Who fucking cares? Joe writes to me and says, hey, I saw my dead uncle. Do I give a shit if it's his real dead uncle or if it's a fake dead uncle? Why would I care? How can he prove it? How can I have it proved? Why would I even give a flying fuck whether it was proved or not? It's proof is a physical universe phenomena. Prove that this happened. You mean like a witness from something that nobody in this world can see? You want evidence? You mean hard evidence? This stuff isn't fucking hard. It's non-physical. It's not hard here.
Yeah.
So it's subjective reality. It's you can look at the actuality of it. What actually happened? Well, I went to sleep. I woke up and I was not in the physical realm, but everything looked pretty touchy-feely. And here comes my uncle. And I waved at him, and he waved back. Looked exactly like my uncle, sound like my uncle, talked like my uncle, felt like my uncle. Well, the fuck? If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, acts like a duck, lays eggs like a fucking duck, who gives a shit if it's an artificial, intelligent, not real duck or a real duck? It laid you a fucking egg, didn't it? I'm just saying, Rich in the mood, right?
I love it. Our video we did like, I don't know, half a year ago or so, Rats with Wings, if you remember it.
Rats with Wings.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I remember the title. What the fuck was I talking about?
We were talking about like dead relatives and how people pass away, and once they get out and like they're free now and they meet their dead relative who's like dressed up but basically is the fake one, like the Archon faking your relative.
Yeah, like a little. Yeah, fucking. That's not a fucking angel. That's fucking Archon rat with fucking wings taped on his fucking back. Come on.
So the good thing is that the video was good enough because people are up to this day referring to that video. Like it totally
Really?
makes sense and clicks.
Oh, good. We got to keep it light,
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, and short, because nobody has a fucking attention span longer than about 12 fucking minutes. Come on. A 13-minute video, you just wasted a fucking minute of your life telling the last. So how about we wrap this up and we'll make another video,
Sure.
another short video, and we'll make light and fun of the entity stuff and the creepiness that goes on in the multiverse about blowing up planets. And who did that? Who does that?
That's light, right?
Yeah, that's the light shit. We'll talk about the heavy stuff later.
Okay.
Well, all right. Hey, thanks for doing this with me.
Sure.
And since we've been doing this entity work together and soul contract revocation stuff and past life regression stuff, me and you,
Yeah.
you being the subject of the experiment.
Thanks.
Yeah. Your personality is more. It's the same you. It's just coming out more. You're more.
Really?
Yeah, more talkative and all this fun stuff, and your sense of humor is coming out. You have a really funny sense of humor.
Thanks.
He's fucking hilarious.
Sometimes.
Okay. Sometimes it's like, was that a joke? No. Oh.
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching our silly shit, and we'll be back with more expose on the creepy philosophy on soft disclosure and much more. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.